There's no one here yet. But soon there will be. So we're here because I got a new song coming out tonight called Ghost Story. And it's very fun. And it's going to be awesome. There's still no one here yet. That's okay. If you build it, they will come, is what they say. Yeah. What's up, Acoustic Giraffe? Thanks for joining. We got 2 people in here. Let's go. Yeah, got a new song coming out tonight. Oh, it's The Evil Dictator. Yep. Not everyone knows what you're talking about. That's okay. Yes. So I might as well talk about it. So Sam Bowman and I, Sam took over my Discord today like an evil overlord. He conspired with my mods. So he took over my Discord. So I took over his in retaliation. Now it's my server. Yeah. But yeah. We got a lot of new music tonight. Sam has his EP coming out tonight, and I have my song Ghost Story coming out tonight. It's a very fun song. What's up, Forever Royalty? Thanks for joining. Yeah, very fun song. It's kind of a story, low key. So it's gonna be awesome. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments, and maybe I can answer those. How's everybody doing today? I'm having a good day. It's been a pretty fun day. What with the Discord takeover and all. Daniel Stalker says, I'm supposed to be doing my homework. Do it later. Do it later. Yeah. Too many important things happening. Oh, I forgot to mention. We're watching the Ghost Story lyric video premiere in 3 minutes. So, very soon to be something more interesting happening here in a sec. Question, how does it feel to be kicked out of your own server? Your own Discord server? So bad. Terrible. They conspired against me. Can you believe it? Username Cats, which is a great username, says, hello, I don't understand much English, but I love your music. A great blessing for my life. That's awesome. I'm so glad you like it and that it's good for you. I really love making music. It's the best job, man. It is the best. Acoustic Giraffe says, are you going to brainwash everyone in Sam's Discord? How would I do that? Because I'm listening, and I would like to do that, yes. Homework is less than Matthew Parker new music. This is correct, yes. So excited. When will the Minecraft server be fixed? That is a great question. I was meaning to try to work on that some today, and I didn't, so too bad. I will hopefully get to it very soon. Maybe I can work on it tomorrow some, I hope. Yo, bro, still waiting for a way to buy Dragonfly Deluxe. Oh, CD? That's probably not happening. I'm just not really selling any CDs right now, so it doesn't really make sense to make them at the moment. Tell everyone in Sam's Discord that beluga whales are real. Yeah, there's a whole text channel that says beluga whales are clearly... No, beluga whales clearly exist. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, Christian. I'm sorry about that. There has to be enough people interested to make it make sense to make the CDs of it. Do you do like a whole CD collection type of thing? When is the Patreon coming out? That's a good question. I don't know. I've been wanting to make one. Maybe I should try to do that like January-ish, you know, like New Year, new Patreon. That could be cool. You can burn the CD yourself. Yes. Oh, you buy them through iTunes digitally? Then you could still do that with Dragonfly Deluxe. Norm says, well, I can't listen because I'm running the tech booth for an event at church, but I'll pretend like you're just talking about cheese. I love it. Man, he probably can't even tell what I'm saying. I wish I could hold up some cheese so that he could see that I saw his comment. Yeah, you can listen later, I'm sure. That's okay. Bring back the OG merch, AK Adventure. Okay, we have 1 vote for that. But yeah, okay. There's like 1 minute till the premiere is starting. Ends of the Earth says, woo, I didn't miss it. Let's go. Yeah, it's hard to, I know it's hard to like see a live stream right when it's happening and not like hours later. I miss like a bunch of live streams. Not like ones that I was planning on, but just like I see that I missed it and I'm like, oh, I would have liked to be there. That happens though. Make gestures that are completely different from what you're talking about. I can do charades, see if I can get them to see it. Okay, we have an ad on YouTube. Ooh. Okay, I skipped the ad. We're good. All right, we got the preview music, or the intro music. What happened to the silver hair? I might dye it sort of silvery again, maybe. Just checked iTunes Store. Not even the bass Dragonfly album is on there. That's so weird. That's weird. It might be on a separate Matthew Parker profile, sort of. So make sure you search like Matthew Parker Dragonfly and not just look at my profile or whatever. I don't know. Make cheddar gestures when Gouda is the topic. Here, I guess I'll turn off that intro music for y'all. It's probably really loud. Well, I'm glad you guys joined. Because at first there was no one here. 30 seconds. Here we go. I'll flip the camera around. And yeah. This is my very high-tech way of previewing a video on another video. Because why not? Here we go. Let's get some emojis in the chat. This better be a 10-minute spoken word piece. Yes.
Hello?
I found an abandoned house deep in the woods. I felt shivers in the air when I said, is anybody there? They say mine is a wild imagination, but I swear that I saw you like a little apparition floating in was years ago, and I am tall and grown. When the world is dark and cold, I return where we used to roam.
Okay, guys, pay attention. Right here. You ready?
We'll draw the dusty windows, swing on the chandeliers, telling you all my secrets, wishing I could never leave. We'll slide down the winding staircase, racing across the halls. I'll never forget the times we had in the dust-covered walls. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, that said, it said,
Goodbye.
it said, imagination can take you places you can only dream of. Didn't want you to miss that part. Because, well, what'd you guys think? What'd you guys think? Stefanik says, what do you think if you and Owl City make a new song together? That would be so sick. Oh, he says, I'd be really happy. Yeah, me too. That would be fun. I feel like we could do something cool. Especially since my latest songs have all been like a lot more within that realm. No Matter says, I just realized this is literally just about a dude becoming besties with the ghost haunting an abandoned house. And that is a goated story. It literally is. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Well, so I actually imagined it. That's what it is on the surface. I imagined it being like a kid who's kind of had a bit of a rough life. He's still just a little kid, though. And he's currently having a rough life. And so he kind of escapes into his imagination as like, his escape. And that's where this takes place, just in his imagination. So yeah, I feel like that gives it more depth. And that's not really like, it's sort of in the song, because it's in the second verse it says, when I thought that the world would end, you were there, if only in my head. So it's like saying it's imaginary. Lovelace says, this is just a fun song. I'm getting Owl City vibes. Yes, it's definitely pretty Owl City-ish. Happens. It happens. Love the Owl City references. And there's not supposed to be any actual references in the song, but maybe it happened somehow. Oh, No Matter says, Ayo, there's layers? Sort of, yeah. They're not all, like, in the song, so that's maybe you have to hear me tell about it to know, but whatever. Lucas the Human says, you can make a movie. Yeah, dude, if like an animated movie of this song would be so cool, but I don't think I could afford an animation that was good enough quality. And if it was worth its quality, it's not worth doing. So I don't know. We'll see. But that would be pretty cool. Lovelace says, could you do another remix contest? I might at some point. Maybe. Mike says, question, would you ever consider collabing with Jesua? We have almost collabed in the past. It just didn't end up really working out. This kid is just Walter Mitty, bro. I forget who Walter Mitty is. Is it? Oh, that's some movie. What does he do? He just like travels somewhere? I forget what happens in the movie. I think I've seen it. Bro, I would film it. Jesua is a legend. Yes, Ike says we made a thing. Nice. Is it something that's gonna come out later? Forever Royalty says, I'm currently working on something that may or may not be animated to one of your songs. Oh, that's so cool. And a shh emoji, so you didn't hear anything. It came out like a year ago. Okay, sorry. I've probably heard it, I just don't remember it. Oh, is Irwin a plush we can get? Not from me right now. I'm not selling them, but you can go on the TY store. Like TY is the company that makes Beanie Babies, and it's just a Beanie Baby. Although the new ones look different. They have sparkly feet, which are not as good. They look more like toyish. I don't know, I guess. Norm says, I was trying to figure out what is happening from the comments, but I have no idea. I like the storyline. Just one person who can't hear anything. And we have to change the stream for them. Basically, Walter Mitty's just a dude with a boring life who escapes into his imagination when his world is falling apart. I don't remember that, but I thought I saw that movie. But yeah, kind of like that. I don't get Owl City vibes. I get Matthew Parker vibes. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Another question. Would you ever consider a Shadowlands album reboot? What would that look like? Like new versions of the songs? I am Daniel says, how much are you selling yours for? I'll never sell Irwin. What are you crazy? Jesse says, love the new song, Matthew. So awesome. You are one of the few artists that keeps getting better. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I am actually really trying to get better and better all the time. Especially recently. I feel like in a way I'm in a new era of MP. MP being Matthew Parker music. Just because there's a lot of things that I've been learning about music making recently that I feel like make a big difference. A lot of them are like sort of basic things that I sort of relearned. Like one that I could easily explain kind of, even though it's a little vague, is like focusing more on making sure that at any given moment in the song, like you think about what is trying to grab people's attention, and making sure that you don't have like a bunch of things trying to grab your attention, and that like it's what's happening is kind of clear. That's pretty important, and actually harder, a lot easier said than done. So if he sold Irwin, he'd have no source of income. Yeah. I don't put him to work at all, or anything. Of course. Ends of the Earth says, I can't wait for the 1 million sub party. Yeah, we'll see if that happens. Irwin makes all the music. No. Censoring that comment. Yes, no. It would be awesome to see a book or story about how you started making music and your popularity growth. Yeah, I definitely have some stuff that I could teach, but I think I would be a lot better off teaching about music making than about like marketing stuff. Because I'm not like the biggest artist. I think he would have more source of income. Oh. Wait, you're not a ghost, just a human who has too much fun with his music. Yes. Oh! Christian says, LOL, I just realized Dragonfly ain't showing up in iTunes because I'm Canadian. That's so weird. I wonder why it wouldn't be available in Canada. Final question for now. Would you ever consider remixing Breathe from your Daydreamer album? That is my favorite song of all time. Wow! And the song that got me into your music. That is so cool. I love it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I would do a remix of that. How long has Erwin existed? I think the first time I heard of him was when I did the artwork, LOL. So he's been my music mascot since I started, pretty much. I don't remember the point where he started, where he came on as an employee. How old were you when you started making music? I was 12. Yep, I was 12. So it didn't look like it looks now, like where I'm like a music artist. I wouldn't say when I was 12 that I was a music artist, but I was starting to make music. So I do count that. It just, you gotta know it didn't look like it does now. So I started playing music with my brothers when I was 12, and we would play. It looked more like, like kind of garage band kind of thing, except we were up in our attic. And we had a drum set, and we had electric guitars, and we had, yeah, mostly that stuff. Like a few other things too, like bass and stuff. But we never did like a majorly like involved brother band or anything like that. We just played music some, especially my younger brother Luke and I. He's the one directly younger than me. I have a lot of siblings, and Luke and I would go up and jam a lot. Dude, it was so cute. We would go ask Mom, can we go jam? Like, that's what we called it, jamming. Can we go up to the attic and jam? Because I guess we had to ask. I guess. I think. Maybe because it was loud. So it was like, ask, and so they know that it's happening and they aren't annoyed. Anyway. And then we would go jam. And usually, so it was mainly like I played drums and Luke played guitar. And actually, for a little while, my youngest brother, Noah, who was like a kid, he was like, it probably wasn't when I was 12, but at some point, he would try to make up songs, and Luke and I would play with him. So I would play drums, Luke played guitar, and Noah sang. I'm trying to remember what one of the songs was like. We had one song that was like, well, this never actually turned into a real song, but we like played around with it. But it was like, red light, green light, gotta go. And I remember that, I guess. So, anyway, I started writing my own songs when I was like 12, and I recorded it into Audacity on the family computer. So I started making music on the family computer, and that was fun. I just like taught myself, dude. Like on Audacity, I just hopped on there. I started recording, and I recorded a bunch of tracks from our Yamaha keyboard. I went from like the headphone output into like the microphone input on the computer with a like aux cable. Yeah, so that's how I started. But yeah, my first song was in Audacity, and then quickly after that, well, I'd played around with a few songs in Audacity, but not like real songs. But I was like writing songs with lyrics, and then I moved to Adobe Audition, and then I moved to using Adobe Audition, but producing some stuff with the synths and stuff on GarageBand, and then shipping over the beat to Adobe Audition to record my vocals, because I guess I didn't want to record my vocals in GarageBand or whatever. And then I moved to Reason, and actually, when I started using Reason, which is the program I use now, they didn't have audio tracks, so I couldn't record vocals into it, so I think I was still using Adobe Audition. I would make my beats in Reason, pull them into Adobe Audition. It's like old technology now, so yeah, feeling a little old there. I started in Reason version 4, and now they're on 13. So, but yeah, that's how I started. That was a good question, I guess, because you got that whole story out of me. It's a fun story. A whole progression. So yeah, I was 12 when I started making music, and oh, there's even more I could say, but I don't want to go too long. But like, at some point, I was just making music all the time, and I would burn it onto CDs, like homemade CDs. You could get a whole pack of empty CDs at the store, and you could burn stuff onto them. So I would burn CDs and give them to my friends. And I did that until I finally put like my first song on iTunes, which was the big thing back then, which is so weird to think about. Like, iTunes was the main thing. That's so crazy, because it's a lot of people don't use it anymore. So, but anyway, I'll move on. I'm behind on comments now, so that is the usual. Out of all your albums, which one did you have fun the most, or did you enjoy all of them? I have enjoyed making all of my albums. Which one was the funnest? I can tell you that Daydreamer was not the funnest, even though it was fun in general. I had to like, there were a few things that made it a little less fun. So one thing I did that was kind of dumb and made it less fun was I wrote a lot of the songs, but only did like recorded demo vocals on them. So like, it's where you record, but you don't try that hard. You're just like, get the general vocals down. And I did that, and then I had like almost all the songs mostly done, but I needed to record the real vocals. And when you have like 10 songs or something to record vocals on, that is not good. Like, you want to, it's much better to spread it out. Like, I'm doing one song right now. I'm recording the vocals. Good. Now, like, start a new song and record the vocals. Much better that way. So that wasn't very fun. It felt very grindy at that point. So Daydreamer was kind of like that. And then I had like a deadline of when I was supposed to finish the album to send to the label I was on, Dream, in order to have a certain release date. And I was working hard up until that deadline, and I just could not make the deadline. I was like, I'm not done. And I was working like crazy. So starting almost like the day before the deadline, I worked 46 hours straight to finish my album. And I actually had to finish, or like had to work hard too, because we had to leave to go up to Michigan with me and my brother and our drummer to do a show. So like, I had to hurry so that we could leave to go do the show. Because we were gonna leave a couple days before the show to go there, but so we had a little bit of leeway to like push it back, leaving. So anyway, that was the longest I ever stayed up, was 46 hours. I was like so close to being like, oh man, I almost want to stay up 2 more hours, so it's 48, But no, I was in bad shape too. I was like, Luke would talk to me, because I had to make like a hard decision about like, do I stay longer and finish the album? Like I have to do that, right? So, and I pretty much did. So we stayed, but I had to like think, and I couldn't think. Luke would talk to me, and it would go in one ear, out the other, even though I was like looking at him, paying attention, because I was so tired. It was insane. It was not good. And I drank a lot of Red Bull to stay awake. It was really bad. So anyway, but it was an experience. I stayed up 46 hours. It was fun, sort of. I like having the memory. It wasn't really super fun at the time. But yeah, it was very grindy at the end of making that album. So yeah, sorry, I took a long time answering that question, but Good Memories, which is also one of my song titles. Would you ever consider doing a song related to 2 Corinthians 4:16? Dude, I have my phone right here, so I can't look it up. Oh, I could look it up on the computer. I don't have the whole Bible memorized. 2 Corinthians 4:16. Okay. I like ESV. Where's ESV? There's too many. Oh wait, I found it. So we do not lose heart, though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. Yeah, that could be a song. That could be a song. Justin Wall says, "Can I do a song with you?" Well, I don't really know who you are, but who knows? No matter says, or Norm says, no matter. I think he made the first 3 albums at least. Oh, Erwin. Yeah. No. I think I'm still way behind. We need a B-sides album. Ableton is greater than Reason. That's what you think. That's what you think. Ends of the Earth says, catch y'all later. I got to hear the song before all my MP friends. I love it. He's probably already gone. Bye. I can't hear the song and I'm mildly upset. You can hear it later, dude. You can hear it later. So it's on YouTube already. So check it out whenever you want. That CD guy says, hey, I still use iTunes. I have nothing against using it. That's fine. I have not used it in so many years. Yeah. What I don't like is like that they merged it with Apple Music, and to me it's kind of confusing then. That's what I don't like. Which I get why they did it, so that like if you have your Apple Music songs and your, although no, I don't get it, because if you have Apple Music, why would you buy something on iTunes? I don't know. Ricardo says, do you write all your songs on your own? Generally, yes. I mean, I've never done a song that I didn't at least help write, as far as I know. But yeah, most of my songs I write all by my lonesome. But sometimes I get friends to help. Rarely. I would like to do that more, actually. Acoustic Giraffe says, LOL, I was just going to ask how much Red Bull you drank. Yes. I had one every probably like 5, no, not like every 5 hours, but like I probably didn't drink a Red Bull for quite a while, and then I drank one, and then like maybe 5 hours later, another one, a few times. Oh, Justin Wall says, I'm SoulSpark on all music platforms. Very cool. December Air says, joke's on y'all, Logic is king. Listen, they're all good. Most of them are good. Logic, Reason, Ableton, they all have their strengths. Oh, and Reason. Or did I say Reason? I thought I didn't say it or something. Only because I only use it because my parents pay for it. Apple Music? How much Red Bull do you drink? I drink, so yeah, I drink a Red Bull every day. Generally just one. For a long time, it was always only one. And recently, I've kind of been bad and been having sometimes 2. Sometimes. Some days. And yeah, I feel like 1 is something, and 2 is more than something if it's too often. Ike says, I remember buying Eye on It by Toby Mac on iTunes years ago. Yeah, dude, I think I probably bought the same thing. Ian says, how art thou, MP? I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. I'm having a great day, actually. The best. I feel like this feels like a really low pressure song release day, and it's just fun. Anna Barlow says, are you a coffee nerd? So, I probably would be more of a coffee nerd if I didn't drink Red Bull. So, Red Bull's like my coffee in the morning. But I do like coffee, but I'm not cool enough to be someone who's picky about it, really. I kind of just like coffee with kind of a lot of sugar and creamer. So I'm one of those people who, yeah, a bit of a coffee heretic, perhaps, to some people. But yeah, I do like coffee a decent bit. Ghost Story is Gould. I love it. That's so good. Logic is for, Ike says logic is for losers. Wow. December Air, are you gonna allow such slander? Jonathan and Sarah Farmer says, I can't listen to Ghost Story and do the live stream and listen to Daybreaker at Sam Bowman, LOL. Just do one at a time. Just do one at a time. There is time. You don't have to do it all at once. Norm says, reading lips might be a good hobby to pick up NGL. Dude, I need to make a meme of Norm not being able to listen to the live stream. Because that is such a vibe. Jonathan and Sarah says, at the same time, I mean, yeah. Christian Douglas says, I'm gonna head out. Thanks again for your awesome music. You are so welcome, dude. I love making it, and I love that you get to hear it. I feel like that sounded pretentious. You get to hear it. Whatever. Are you gonna make an acoustic version of AWOL? and this emoji. So far, you and Sam Bowman have requested acoustic version of AWOL, so I would think about it because you've requested it, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I will think about it. I remember buying your Meet Your Maker album on my iPod in 2015. That is such a vibe. Yes. Dude, I can't imagine what it would be like to be a fan of, like, me in 2015. I feel like if it were me, I would be like, this is pretty cool, but not, like, mind-blowing. Like pretty good music. I don't know if I'm going to offend anyone who thinks it's, like, awesome music, but I think some of my older stuff is just okay, and that is okay. Ian says, thank you for doing a live stream at a reasonable time for me for once. Very considerate. Yes, dude, you watch them, like, when they're at, like, 4 in the morning for you. Yeah, so actually, that reminds me, I need to actually get off pretty soon here because Sam is doing he's doing a hangout for his release on Discord at 8, which is in 13 minutes. So I should probably get off soon here. But yeah. Norm says, Forever Royalty, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it only in his absolute lowest vocal range. I see that you are a man of culture and have seen one of my reels, yes, and or YouTube shorts. So a cup of sugar with small amount of coffee in the morning. Yeah. That made me laugh more than it should have. I think because I read it, but the meaning dawned on me all at once, which is how you want a joke to happen. Your music is the vibiest vibes to ever vibe. Thank you, the derp. I like your username. That's good. That CD guy says, dude, this Friday is the best. The Strike, Ollie Ride, and Matthew Parker. I don't know who either of those two other people are, but I do know who I are. Norm says, oh, I know where he is because he did the emoji thing. I don't know what that means. Sam Bowman spawns. I heard my name. Yes. I mentioned that you wanted an AWOL acoustic version. I'm pretty sure you did. You mentioned that. You also wanted a cold acoustic version. Ian says, come on, admit it. Erwin is the ghost in the lyric video, isn't he? I know he makes an appearance, but that was a bluff, wasn't it? You never know. You just never know, do you? Really? You know? Ike Smith says, December Air. To be fair, I produced half your songs in Ableton. Wow. He disses your Ableton, and you tell him you made his songs in Ableton. That is quite the That is quite the flex. Lovelace says, my favorite albums are Dragonfly Deluxe and Fly Me to the Moon and Leave Me There. Yes, those are some of my favorites of mine as well. Yeah, those are my favorite to listen to, probably largely just that it's the most recent songs of mine, but yeah. Dude. So, I feel like, for me, I group all my latest songs, Ghost Story, Defeated by a Butterfly, New Light. Isn't there another one? AWOL, yeah. AWOL. And Weatherboy as being part of my new era in terms of like sound. Which, this is a secret, but it's low-key just like sort of Owl City vibes, but it's not supposed to be just like straight up ripping it off, but sometimes it sounds like that. More so, if I would describe it in a better way, dreamy vibes. Mostly that. Mostly dreamy vibes. Yeah. I'd pretty much just stop there. Yeah, just dreamy vibes. That's kind of what I want to make. So, this all happened because I've realized I need to not make so many styles of music. Not just styles, like different types of sounds. I've broadened my horizons a lot because I've been making music for a long time. But I think I've broadened my horizons too much for someone who is not a big artist. When you're a big artist, you can kind of get away with it a bit more, I think. But I'm still, like, for some of you, you've been listening to me for years, and that is so cool and amazing and great. But I'm not a big artist. I'm like a small big artist. I'm like a big small artist, I think is a better way to say it, yes. So, yeah, I need to like get a more focused sound is what I decided, and I'm really happy with it so far because I feel like some of the time I was making music that wasn't enough like me actually, which is crazy. But yeah, okay, I should really try to catch up and then quit here. To be fair, I definitely prefer an acoustic version of this song, or maybe even Cold if we're being really crazy. You're like. Ooh, I think Savvy's home. I hear her coming in the house. Will you be on Sam's Hangout? I will not, because I got kicked out of my server. I don't have Discord. It cries. You could get it. Yeah, if you get Discord, you can message me on Instagram or, yeah, mostly Instagram, and I can give you an invite link to my server. The piano version of Cold we should have got. Wants Discord now. Oh, so you two are allies now? Wait, who? All right, I'm going to drive home now so I can actually listen to the stream. Nice. I found good EDM Christian music when I discovered your Maker album. My brain exploded with joy. Don't speak for mid-2000s me. Yeah, like, okay, yeah. Like, there wasn't good Christian EDM, not much. There never was very much, so I can understand being like, oh my goodness, there's some. I love it. Okay. So MP has entered his plagiarism era, basically. Ian, shh. Shh. Just shh. There. Go to sleep. Felix is stressed because he hears Savvy out in the living room. I shouldn't have said that about Owl City, but yeah. Low-key, yeah. Ian says, as long as you're happy with what you're creating and it's authentic to you, I'm happy, but don't stop experimenting. Yeah, so, like, my thought was, like, what is my sound? I almost don't know, because I felt like it was slightly too convoluted. Like, yes, when you listen to my music, I feel like no one was ever like, this is insane. It doesn't seem like anything he would do, whatever. That's not really the issue. The issue is more, I feel like, in a way, like, the music you make as a whole, kind of needs to have a bit of a point to the sphere, if that makes any sense. To be so more focused, have one sound break through more, I guess. And just so people know what they're getting more. Anyway, what's your go-to snack and drink while beat making? I do like my Red Bull, but that's only in the morning generally. I grab a Red Bull and I sit down. I start making music. Sometimes I'll grab a Red Bull, I sit down, and I start making synth sounds. I just start designing synths because that's a good way to just not have to use my brain much. I just sit down, turn knobs. It's fun. Yeah. All right, I think I gotta go, but it was great hanging out with you guys, and we watched the lyric video, and it was amazing, and it's still on YouTube if you want to go see it. If you have not, oh, Ian says, Savvy! She will hear this. Maybe she heard me. Probably not. You know what, guys? Let me see if she wants to wave at you before we go. One second. Hey, Savvy. I'm about to end my stream. Do you want to wave to everyone? She's coming to wave at you.
Come on, Boots. Come here.
Crazy dog.
Hi. Say hi, Felix. Ah.
Okay, you don't have to stay if you don't want to. Okay, well, bye, guys. Make sure. Okay, wait. Stay for an ad for a second, okay? Make sure you go check out the song on Spotify called Ghost Story, and check out Sam's EP, even though he stole my Discord server. And yeah, his EP has like 5 songs. It's coming out tonight as well. Go check them both out. I'll see you later.
Ow. Ow.
Bye.